So hi, One of the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
AJ Diaferio from the band Werewolves.
and we're gonna ask some questions today about their new album, Evil Things. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to it so far?
I think it's awesome. Everybody has been super cool. It's just fantastic that it's finally out, and people have had. How long has it been now? Like a month and a half.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, that's insane. This album has been sitting on my phone for almost 3 years, and people finally. It's just so cool, and everybody's been super awesome about it. And I've yet to see a bad review, and that's awesome.
Hell yeah!
I don't know if
Oh, the album rocks. I was listening to it again, like right before this, and it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And now, are you enjoying the rest of it, or only Fall with Me?
No, I am enjoying the rest of it. I promise.
Yeah.
But Fall with Me is still the best song on the album.
I caught him listening to it a couple times today. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So is there any meaning behind the album name or cover art?
Yeah, actually, well, the meaning behind the name, it's just what gets you into hell, evil things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And plus it sounds rock and roll. I don't know. I thought that was such a cool title. And then the album art itself is like the mouth of the hellhound. And inside the mouth is all 9 different sinners who are supposed to represent like each layer, like burning in hell.
Okay, very cool.
Wow, that's sick. That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, if you stretch it out, you can see like each person is like being tortured inside hell flames. It's awesome.
Oh, okay. All right. Now that you explain, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
So can you tell us a little about your writing process for this album?
Oh man, because it took like 3 years to put this album together, and I do mean like literally up until the very last moment. Like I'd say we had until what is it? Life of a Parasite was written in September. Okay. Like a month before it made the album.
Yeah.
So the writing process, we originally had like a different lineup at the start of this album, and we kind of like clashed, just personality wise and direction wise. And we had a guitar player that basically just wanted to he wanted more control of the band than we were allowing him. And it was one of those things, like we started the project without him. He joined like once we had some momentum going. And so I think he got a lot of things misconstrued of how we wanted the project to be. And plus he was working on his own nameless project. And just came to a point where we had everything tracked and he just didn't want to be part of it anymore, and he quit. And so we ended up getting into kind of a legal battle with him over some stuff on the album. In particular, a song that was released with Wasteland when it first came out called The Heretic. Mm-hmm. And so we ended up replacing The Heretic with Life of a Parasite due to a cease and desist issue.
Okay.
Wow.
And so the process of it was like crazy. It was one of those things, like going into this, we had like the idea to make this concept record, and we wanted to make it something really immersive. And so having the idea for Dante's Inferno was kind of like a way for me to dissect the book and figure out who would write the best song for each layer. And I think we did a good job of divvying it out between the band members and figuring out like the last song on the album. I actually wrote guitars for that. For what is it, Between the Cracks.
Very cool.
So like everybody kind of played their own little part. Welcome to Hell was conceived with a newer guitar player who was not currently in the project either. And yeah, we went through. It's funny. We had this article that came out in Outburn magazine that our publicist wrote up, and it was she loved the tagline that I came up with, the album about hell written in hell, because we really did go through some hard times making this record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can hear it, but I hear it in the album, like all the anger and like personal battles that went on to create these songs, even though they are like, some of them are fun and, you know, very in your face, but there's just so much behind everything that's on that record, and it's one of those things, like, it's almost hard to listen to for me.
Yeah.
At this point. But I love it. I listen to it all the time.
As you should.
So you said you were down to wire on recording this as much as like September. You mean September of this year, like a month before you put the record out, you were still tracking stuff?
Life of a Parasite was added to the album right at the deadline. Like, we got the final mix of it the day it was due.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So like we had some issues, like the legal stuff kind of went on for a couple months. Sorry, it's like hot right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the legal stuff kind of went on for a little while, and we really needed to put something else. I wasn't going to put out a half-done album, especially when you're doing a concept record.
Mm-hmm.
So to have someone take something that was a part of the concept felt very personal, and that song may or may not have elements that represent how I may have felt during this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A little bit of a jab.
Yeah.
I'd say that it's more of like a sucker punch.
All right. Yeah.
Lyrically, it's definitely a sucker punch. It's definitely about a combination of things, but mainly directed at one person in particular. And it might not even be the person who I went to that issue with. There was a lot going on at the time.
All right.
Oh, wow.
But I'm glad it made the record, because, and honestly, I think it took over the place of a song that was just not as good as that one.
Well, there you go.
All right. And
Perfect.
I appreciate how open you are about everything, because you totally could just be like, the album took 3 years to write, and, you know, I went through some shit in the end. So I appreciate how you're like, yeah, we had like legal battles and band member changes and all sorts of shit. So,
well, I feel like it's disingenuous, and like a lot of people in the industry, like they have to kind of tiptoe around things. And I don't know, I've just never been that kind of person. I like to just speak openly and candidly.
oh, yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Of course. Oh, shoot. So I want you to tell us your favorite lyric off this album and the meaning behind it. Sorry.
Oh man. That's hard. Favorite lyric. I can tell you what the most metal lyric on the whole album is. I don't know about favorite.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Behold the souls that live in wrath and swallow their faith. Choke back the bile and let its venom blister your throat.
Oh,
That's probably the
yeah.
most metal thing you could put into a song. It's in that song Rap.
Mhm.
And I love doing that live, because it allows me to, like, because it's such a menacing like lyric, you know, you can really get into like the position for the
Yeah.
you know, and I love that. I love that it makes you kind of get into a character, like without even thinking about it. It's just so like, you want to do the claws, you want to do all of that.
Yeah.
You want to make the mean face, you know?
Yeah.
I love it.
But I don't know, like Fall With Me, for example, has a lot of my favorite lyrics in that. I like sink your teeth deep into the flesh, mark me up till there's nothing left. I think that's I love that lyric. I don't know.
It's a fucking banger.
I can't think of a favorite, man. I really can't. Like, there's actually no.
Okay.
I love my favorite lyric on the whole album. I actually wrote this, and I apologize, Glory, for saying this is going to be very foul. But
Okay.
the second verse in Wasteland, I wrote at 3:00 in the morning while taking a shit, because I woke up in the middle of the night, and it popped in my head. So I was just sitting there, and it's we are the human race made up of human waste. I think that's just such an awesome lyric.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's topical too for what you were doing as well.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's what Wasteland represents, is the land of shit, because in the book it's just there's lakes of just diarrhea.
Oh.
Yeah. So that whole song is just one giant poop joke, as well as like personal struggles with drug addiction.
All right.
All right.
So what song on the album took longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
I'd say Life of a Parasite, because it took fucking 3 years to pump out.
Yeah.
Technically, the acoustic song is something like hang on.
Waiting.
So for the longest time, like I had spent a lot of time just playing this little thing over and over again. Is this in key? Yeah, it's that little.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just noodling around with that forever in this chord structure and it was one of those things. I've been playing that like whole little for 10 years until it came time for like we needed something for the song for the album, and I remember this little thing just was like this needed to be the whole album. This is how we ended.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it's my favorite because it's the most vulnerable sounding thing I've ever put out. You know, it was years of vocal lessons and vulnerability, and I had spent so long yelling my guts out into a microphone, and it was just nice to be able to take it down a notch and just like kind of sing it out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that song is just so beautiful, and it has that presentation of a love song, but it's not a love song. It's literally about being frozen in the final layer of hell, contemplating everything that went wrong in your life to get you into this isolated, desolate nothing of an existence.
So definitely the opposite of a love song.
Yeah.
But it's pretty.
It is
It
pretty.
is.
At least it comes
so
off
pretty.
like one. Just don't listen to the lyrics.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. God.
I'm guilty for all of the things that you say. I love that. It's so pretty. I played that terribly. I don't play guitar.
Neither do I. It's okay.
I only played that song. That's it, and not well.
Fair enough.
So how did the track list for this album come about? Did you guys write the opener to be the opener, closer to be the closer, just kind of shuffle it around, listen through a couple times? How was that process like?
The opener was written as an opener. The closer was written as a closer, and everything in between was just a bunch of, you wanted to do this, let's try this.
Okay.
Wow.
And it was Trial by Fire. The entire album is Trial by Fire. Because I don't know if you guys have you guys ever listened to our EP?
No.
I think I listened to part of it when you guys submitted like, hey, we want to come on the podcast. And I was like, oh, okay. And I listened to some of your stuff. So I think I have, but I can't place it.
Yeah. The podcast. The EP is completely different. And it's more of like a traditionally metalcore, like it's just a straight up metalcore rock and roll record. You know, with some hate, a lot of hate songs, a lot of jabs, a lot of like, there's some songs in there kind of have like a funny feel to it. And with this, we kind of wanted to grow a little bit. So this whole album was like an opportunity to show that we could be more than just some South Florida based metalcore project, and show them like, you know, hey, we have interest in going a little more active rock. And, you know, this is where our musical tastes are, like in our 30s. And so like, hey, you know, let's try to, I don't know, let's try to be a little more authentic. The first record was, hey, let's just have some fun and make something just fucking loud.
Let's get some
And this
in there.
this was okay, we're loud, so how do we also show that we're good writers?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was kind of just like fine tuning it, figuring out what you want to do.
Yeah, and I think that was what made doing a concept record a lot of fun, was the fact of, each representation of each layer of hell kind of has its own vibe and own presentation. So we wanted to try to make everything sound as close to what the depiction of that layer of hell was like. So, that's why we have a song like Fall With Me, which is, based around lust. And that's why we have Under My Throne, which is based off of violence, and Wrath, which is based off of hate. And, Treachery is Between the Cracks. So you have all these different like elements and grooves, and I don't know, a chance to like try something new. Yeah. And I think we're going to bring that into everything that we do going forward.
Okay. And last question, then you can go, Shane. Sorry. Will you be doing more concept records? Because I know you had fun with this one. So will you find something else to kind of write another album around?
I may or may not already have done that.
Are you allowed to tell us what it is, what to expect?
I think you should expect something a lot darker. I don't know. After doing so much research on Dante's Inferno, and it's just, I'm kind of like obsessed with the whole like heaven hell battle, and I'm very pro hell at this point, and I don't mean that in like I'm going to join the Church of Satan or anything like that, or claim I'm a Satanist, but I'm definitely going to play more in the wheelhouse of ideology and demonology.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I look forward to seeing that then.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So
there's a big overhaul coming. Like we're doing a rebrand, and things are a lot darker.
Okay.
Rebrand is in a name that I can pronounce, or are you guys sticking with the name?
Oh, we're gonna definitely stay with the name, but you might have a little bit of trouble reading it, and a lot of the symbols might kind of be weird.
Okay.
And demonic.
Perfect.
All right, I see where this is going. So where was your headspace at while you guys are writing this album?
Well, considering half the band was at each other's throats, I was running around like a maniac. My guitar player was going through some personal issues. We were all kind of in hell.
Yeah.
It was an all-encompassing hell of a record to put together. We went through some shit.
Yeah.
Some of us made it out. Some of us are still in hell. I don't know. It was just my headspace was just wrapped around like, please, can we just get this the fuck done?
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Fair enough.
So I can tell you where my head's at now. I'm definitely relieved and ready to go back into the belly of the beast.
Perfect.
Glad it's better now. Everything's fixed now.
Everything is better. The ship, we plugged all the holes that was leaking water into the ship, and we're sailing. We're moving forward.
No more lawsuits.
No, hopefully.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. People be assholes.
For real, yeah. So how do you recommend your listeners to listen to this album for the first time? Should they play it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Should they work out to it? What do you personally recommend?
I mean, however you digest a record nowadays. I don't know how people listen to music. Like I said before, I'm in my 30s, so like I like to listen to an album just as a whole, like in my car, or I like to listen to it just kind of with headphones by myself and just kind of take it all in. I don't know. Let me ask you, how do you guys listen? You guys are just single people, or you guys listen to like the full album?
I'm an album guy.
Okay.
I know that.
So how do you like an album?
What?
I said, how do you like to digest an album?
However, typically sitting right here where I'm at right now. But on occasion, it's like if I don't have enough time, I'll listen to it like while I'm driving home from work or something. But usually it's just sitting right here with my decent pair of speakers, kind of taking it all in.
Lori, what about you?
If it's an artist like that I've been looking forward to, like a big release, like Silk Sonic or Tyler the Creator's new album, I listened to the Tyler one with my dad because he was excited about it too. So, and we just kind of blocked everything out while listening to it. And with Silk Sonic, I just kind of listened to it in the dark with headphones on. And then just with like everyday stuff, it's usually just the entire album in full, just kind of while I'm working or baking, usually.
Yeah, so all of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want them. That's how I want people to listen to it. Exactly as you guys just put it.
Perfect.
Just listen to the damn thing.
Just put it that way.
Yeah.
Just however you're gonna listen to music, however you like listening to music, listen to it. If you just want to hear the heavy songs, they have heavy titles.
Yeah, you can usually pick them out.
Yeah, if you want the lighter songs, they got lighter titles. And the in-between songs got in-between titles. So fucking do that. Or, pop in some headphones, throw on a nice hoodie, lay in bed, enjoy it, go work out, go for a run, go do something. I don't know. However you want to listen to the album, just fucking listen to it.
Fair enough.
That's it. That's all I want. I just want you to listen to it.
Good answer.
Because you listening to it affords for me to keep making them. So
exactly.
Keep doing it.
Well, they might have to stream it a couple thousand times.
Please.
Yeah, but at some point.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna try to aim for another Fall With Me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
there you
go.
Get
that for you.
Fall With Me too.
Yeah, Fall With Me too.
Perfect.
I'll give you a shout at the end of it.
Perfect. Love it. So this question should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words, no more, no less.
Absolute fucking chaos.
I figured you were gonna say that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a very bipolar record. It's up, down, left, right, wherever you want to go. We're gonna take you there.
For sure.
Perfect. So, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this album to invoke in your listeners?
I think the overall principle of the entire record is just be a better person.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. Figure it out. You don't want to end up in hell. So if you believe in hell, you don't want to go there. So just, hold doors for people and say thank you. And don't be an asshole. And, maybe tell people you love them more. I don't know. It's a very hateful record. So maybe don't be such a asshole and, you won't have to experience the afterlife that this record is.
All right. Perfect.
There you go. Is this like a threat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a promise.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
So what band or artist influence do you think you can hear the most on this album, if any?
I'd say I don't know. It's hard. There's so many influences that went into the creation of this record, from pretty much a lot of the covers. Everyone we've pretty much covered has gone into there. I'd say like a lot of Atreyu kind of shines through, like old Atreyu, Ice Nine. I'd say, in fact, we wrote an Ice Nine song and then featured Spencer on it.
Yeah, perfect.
Like if you really listen to it, it's all it is like, I said it to him too when I sent him the song. I was like, hey, now I have to warn you, it has a very Predator becomes the prey feel, but that's also
the best album though.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some Rob Zombie elements. There's, I don't know. There was never a clear cut, like we want to showcase, our love of these specific bands. I know a lot of bands are guilty of that. But with us, it was kind of like the biggest influence, I think, is 16-year-old us, because we weren't so jaded.
Yeah. And
we just loved music, and we wanted to make the music that we loved as older men. So our biggest influence is high school us.
All right.
That's so wholesome. Okay. Are you?
No.
You were just breathing. All right.
Sorry for breathing, Glory. My bad.
I do. I'm telling you, I do everything for high school or like 9-year-old me. That's it.
As you should.
That's as you should. Yeah. So, what is your favorite memory that you made while creating this record?
I mean, you're having me like go back through 3 years in my head.
Yeah.
Favorite memory. I'd say when that guitar player quit.
There you go. Yeah.
Because fuck that guy.
All right.
No, I think my overall favorite. It's not even really a memory. It's just I went through some shit with my friends, and I think it made us better friends. The ones who were strong enough to keep holding on. Yeah, that's it. The ones that I can turn to and depend on, and the new people who came in that I wish would have been here from the start. Like the whole group that we have now, I wish they would have been there for this entire record. But then again, if they were there, we wouldn't have this record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess when we finished recording it, I think that was my favorite memory.
All right.
Yeah.
Like fun. When we put it out, that's my favorite memory of the record.
Yeah, because you
There
were
you go.
recording up it until a month before it came out. So
Yeah. When Fall With Me became your favorite song.
There you go.
perfect. So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Oh man. I can't answer the pretzels thing again, so I gotta think of a new one. Oh, you know what? I just had these at a gas stop. I just picked these up at a gas station on my way here. They are the Arizona gummies. The
Oh my God.
yes.
Yeah.
I got the Arnold Palmer ones.
Oh, I need to find those.
Those are special.
Yeah.
That is a special treat. If I'm in a Wawa, or if I'm in a Buc-ee's, or just your average mobile, if they have that, I'm gonna get that again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I just discovered those like maybe 2 months ago. They're so much better than Welch's. They're so good.
I don't even remember the name Welch's when I see those.
Wow.
Do not exist.
Fair enough.
So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be?
Man, you guys got some thought-provoking questions this round, huh?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm deep in this. I'm deep in this right now. Like, are we? I'm trying to think if we're definitely a hot dish for
Okay.
sure. Hot dish. Shit. I want to say a casserole, maybe, because there's so many elements to putting it together. It's
Okay.
just
Layers.
it's just a complicated dish, but if it's
Mhm.
done right, it's delicious.
That's good.
That's great.
That's good. I like that.
The next one's gonna be a 7-layer bean dip, but I don't feel like we're
Sorry,
bean.
I don't know. Bean dip. Okay. All right.
I was just trying to think of dishes that require a lot. Maybe a shepherd's pie.
Okay.
All right. Anything with layers to it.
Yeah,
Many layers.
something-
A lot of
something with
layers.
All right.
So for the last couple of questions, we're going to shift away from music. So if you could be one animal for the rest of your life, what animal would you be and why?
What do you think I'm gonna say?
A werewolf.
Oh, well, technically that's part man. I would just go wolf.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I just want to take naps and eat shit.
There you go. Perfect.
That's it. I just want to rip things apart and then sleep.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So if you could have lunch with any celebrity or artist, dead or alive, who would you have lunch with and why?
Easy question. Christopher Walken, because he's just awesome. Ooh, or Nick Cage.
Oh, Nick Cage. All
Okay.
right.
I feel like actually Christopher Walken would be cool, but I feel like Nick Cage and I would be like, fuck it. We would leave that dinner table, boys.
Yeah.
Like I get like he'd be one of those dudes that like definitely would text me like really weird shit and send me like really cool memes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like Nick Cage is that hip still, that he's just, I'm just getting along with the times, man. Yeah. He always just looks kind of like Elvis-y.
Yeah.
Just about to go like into, Heartbreak Hotel. Yeah. Okay.
I love how you said, "Oh, this is the easiest question ever." Gave us an answer and immediately changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because,
Dude.
well, Hold on.
All right.
It's worth it.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm so glad I get to wear this on a thing.
Where? Oh!
That is better than a life-size cut out of Nick Cage.
Oh my god.
I'd probably wear this to the dinner because he'd be flattered.
Yeah.
Hey man, I just want to say it's a real cool hoodie. Yeah. It's me. It's Nick Cage. It's cool.
Oh my god. I feel like he would make a matching one with your face on it. Then
now you can see why I changed it from Christopher Walken, but
yeah.
You know, I feel like this is the right answer right here.
Yes.
It is.
I'm gonna wear this the rest of the day.
Perfect.
Okay.
So for this last question, boom, you're on a desert island. You can bring one movie, one person, and one album. Who and what are you bringing?
Oh man, one album, one movie, and one what?
Person.
One person. I mean, my wife would kill me if I didn't say her. But does it have to be somebody I know?
No.
Can my wife still come, or is it just only one person?
It's one person.
Ah, fuck! It has to be her because she's gonna get real mad because she's actually gonna watch this. If it wasn't, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like he would help me craft a lot of shit, and we'd eventually figure out how to get off that island together.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then we would tell that story, and then make a movie out of it.
Perfect.
And then that would be a movie that I bring to the desert island because we make it together.
Yeah.
I'd say like if I was gonna fuck one movie forever. Shit.
And an album.
Yeah. part of me wants to say The Crow, and the other part of me wants to say the soundtrack to The Crow.
No.
I feel like I'm not wearing enough makeup for that right now. I'd probably say Batman Returns.
Oh, yeah.
Because I discovered the other day that I kind of slightly almost love that more than the first Batman. Okay. Even though the first Batman is like everything to me. I don't know. The second one just has Danny DeVito, who's basically just early Frank Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
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 Like, go back and watch it. It's Frank Reynolds. Like, it's he took the Penguin and put it into Always Sunny, and it's fucking great.
What if that's just Danny DeVito, though? Have we thought about that?
And he is transcended acting.
Yeah.
That's it. And one album. Man, that's quite possibly one of the hardest things. Actually, you know what? No. It's my go-to. I always go back to it. Hellbilly Deluxe by Rob Zombie.
All right.
Okay.
So I could listen to it on repeat forever. I mean, I can give you two other runners-up.
Go for it.
Sure.
Close runners-up would be Three Cheers to Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance.
So good. Yeah.
And self-titled The Used.
Oh,
another banger.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Taste.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. When are you guys gonna air this?
Like
month and a half. 2022, early 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I tell you guys something? But you swear? Actually, no. I can't.
Tell us when we're done recording.
Yeah.
I will tell you when I'm done recording. But let's just say Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Something massive is dropping, and I'm freaking out about it. I'm dying to tell people. But
okay.
You guys have to keep it so hush.
All right. I think I might know what this is. Probably not.
I think. Okay.
So as I said, that's all the questions you have today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug, or you? Sorry, it's just one person. My bad.
We got a just for fun. We did a full black metal drop.
Okay.
And so we got the logo.
Very sick.
Perfect.
We went.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Super crypt with it. It's not in here, but there's like 6 designs. So I found this one artist. I fell in love with their work. I found some company online that did black metal logos, And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this. I've also been known for corpse paint once in a great blue moon. I may or may not wear it at our next show just because I want to.
All right.
Because Norwegian black metal musically, it's not for me, but like stylistically, I just fucking, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
So, I'm dropping little seeds inside the brains of like everybody in the group that like, hey, one day I'm just gonna always be in black metal makeup. So like, fucking
get used to it.
Get over it.
Get used to it, and we might become a black metal band. I don't know.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to be, but for sure, like, there's going to be black metal elements. Like, I've been listening to a lot of Cradle of Filth lately, and I'm like, oh, you know what our music's missing? Orchestral, like, epic parts.
Oh, Lord.
And, like, not maybe necessarily in the whole song, but, like, intro, outro, the whole set connecting. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
All right.
That'd be cool.
It might play well into this whole like diving deeper into the darker side of darker and cynical side of our project.
For sure.
For sure. That'd be good.
All right.
Yeah. Other than that, the black metal drop is tomorrow. Dropping at probably about 3:00. It'll have been out for a while by the time that this airs. So if you don't know about it, go check it out. We made it for people who want to wear black metal band stuff, but do not fucking like black metal. Because I don't know about you guys, I fall down these rabbit holes where I'm like on indie merch or like all these other things, and I'm like, oh man, this aborted tee is so cool, or you know, oh, I love this. Yeah, like I just all these black metal bands and like deathcore bands and stuff like that have the sickest merch. Like I'm not really that big of a fan of Carnifex, but like I love all of their merch, and it's like I want to wear it, but I feel like such a fucking poser.
Yeah, Lorna Shore's got sick merch too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I listen to them, but not enough to be like, oh yeah, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, I won't rep a band unless I'm either friends with them or I'm like, oh fuck yeah, you know.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for sitting with us. It's been AJ from Werewolves, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.